Hi, I'm Hailey. Today I would like to share with you on the income tax installment for individual and company. When is the due date? What is the difference between individual and company income tax installment? What is the deferment of tax installment payment under economic stimulus package due to COVID-19 outbreak? Let's start with table below. If you are individual, do you have business income? If no, that means you are underemployed and generating employment income. If that is the case, the employer will pay potongan cukai bulanan on behalf of employee, which will be deducted from the monthly salaries. You need to submit tax return by 30th April every year. After deduct for tax relief, any overpaid tax will refund to taxpayer. If you would like to know more on the tax relief entitlement, you may refer to my previous video. Click the link below this video. However, if you are self-employed who generating business income, you are required to pay tax installment based on CP500 received from Inland Revenue Board. The installment is payable in 6 bi-monthly starting from March, payable within 30 days from the date payable. For example, the first installment payable in March need to be paid latest by 30th March. Second installment payable in May need to be paid latest by 30th May. Form CP500 can be revised by submitting CP502 before 30th June. Please refer the link below for the form. For individual with business income, taxpayer need to submit tax return by 30th June. After deduction for tax relief, any overpaid tax will be refunded to taxpayer. For companies, limited liability partnership, trust bodies, and cooperative societies which have not commenced operation need not to submit tax estimate form CP204. Otherwise, company need to submit tax estimate CP204 30 days before beginning of basis period, which is for the company with financial year end 31st December need to submit CP204 by 30th November. However, need to take note that the estimated tax payable should not be less than 85% of the revised estimate of tax payable for the immediate preceding year of assessment. The estimated tax payable has to be paid in equal monthly installments beginning from the second month of the basis period for the year of assessment. The installment is payable by the 15th day of each month. If there is any changes in estimated tax payable in the following months, can submit form CP204A in the 6th or and 9th month of the basis period. Balance of tax, which is the actual tax payable after deducting total installments on the tax estimate, has to be paid within 7 months from the close of the accounting period. So, for company with financial year end 31st December, need to pay by 31st July. Following the economic stimulus package announced by government due to COVID-19 outbreak, eligible companies are entitled for deferment of tax installment. If the company is related to tourism industry, the company is eligible for deferment of CP204 payment for 6 months from April until September 2020. For companies not related to tourism industry but under small and medium enterprise status, SME is eligible for deferment of CP204 payment for 3 months from April until June 2020. Company fall under SME status if the company has paid out capital of less than or equal to 2.5 million ordinary shares at the beginning of the basis period for the year of assessment and has a gross business income of 50 million and below. Here is the example of tax installment deferment for SME. Company accounting period ending 31st December with original CP204 of 120,000, every month 10,000 installment. For April to June 2020, the company is not required to pay tax installment and required to continue pay 10,000 installment from July to January 2021. Hence, the total tax installment paid after deferment will be 90,000 only. While for individual with business income, tax installment can be deferred for 3 months also, starting from April to June 2020. The months eligible for deferment are March and May 2020. Deferment of CP204 and CP500 payment will be given automatically. No application required. Email notification will be sending over to eligible SME for CP204 deferment. Please take note on the late payment penalty. If a company fails to pay the monthly installment by the stipulated date, a late payment penalty of 10% will be imposed on the balance of tax installment not paid for the month. If the difference between the actual tax payable and the estimated tax payable is more than 30% of the actual tax payable, a 10% increase in tax will be imposed on that difference. Here is the calculation. That's all for today's sharing on income tax installment. If you require further information, can refer relevant link which I have shared below. Should you have any comments, you can also revert the form below and let me know. If you like my video, please click the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you.